everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I'm sort of not as animated as I have been, not as sedentary as I have been. I'm kind of caught in between right now. I have a little bit of movement in my arms and legs, but not a lot. So I'm kind of not doing a whole heap of stuff, but I wanted to explain to you what happened yesterday. I was feeling very bad about myself having canceled. Especially, I didn't cancel till I was talking to the doctor, and I felt very bad that I had done that. But I felt at peace with it. I felt that Claudine thinks I made the wrong decision. I will say thinks I made the wrong decision, but it's me that has to go through it, and I just didn't think I could do it. So anyway, I played the chicken move and I didn't do it. But I will wait and see what happens. If I have to do it in the future, I will do it in the future. But I'm kind of at the end of wanting to keep on doing these things. I'm trying my best to do the things that I have to do. But in the same token, there comes a limit where you just sort of go, I've kind of had enough, and I don't want to give up, but I also don't want to make every day that I have struggling for the next day, and I don't want to do that either. But I want the days that I have to be enjoyable. I want the days that I have to be happy. I don't want to be miserable and whatnot. And right now I'm having to learn how to come to grips with not being able to do a lot of things. It's very hard not using your hands. I have a very hard time not being able to write notes, not being able to type properly, not being able to cook. These are the things that made me who I am. Those are the things that I did all the time. So that and eating and all of those things are a problem for me now. The eating, Bill just made me a lovely sundae. I'll show you. I've taken to a plastic cup, a handle that I can sort of hold on to, a spoon, but my hand doesn't grip the spoon, and my hand that's on the handle drops that quite often, and I make a big mess very often. It's hard, and I don't want to be the person who sits there and goes, oh, life is so hard, because I know for other people, there are lots of people that have life a lot harder than what I do. So that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is sometimes we make decisions in our lives that maybe other people don't agree with, or they don't understand why. And I say, do your best to be supportive of those people, because they are making the decisions that they feel are the best things for them. And yes, you by all means express your opinion to them, like by all means you express your opinion, but do it in a loving fashion, and they will respect that. Claudine told me she didn't agree with my decision, but she didn't say, I'm going to make you have that test. She said, I think that you're going to regret that decision. And I said, well, then we'll have to phone him back. And she says, there might be a wait. And I said, if there's a wait, there's a wait. I knew when I said that I wasn't going to do it, that this is a busy man. He's a busy man. He has lots of patients. And, in our medical system, you wait for things. And I was aware of that. So I just knew that I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I'm a bit of a chicken anyway, but I think I've just had so many things that I've had to deal with, and I know that Bill still has things that he's going to be dealing with, and somehow or other, I just didn't want to be making another battle. Let's focus on Bill. Let's get him some treatment. Let's get him along his path of wellness, and then we'll see what happens to me by that point. We'll know more when we have the results of this bone marrow that we've done, and we'll take it from there. So we'll see. Anywho, sorry I had that graphic picture at the end of the video yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which day it was, but the one with the bone marrow sample. But I found it very interesting afterwards. When it was done, didn't find it very interesting when we were doing it, but I found it interesting when it was done that the bone marrow was just such a tiny little core of something that came out, and then they just did all these smears to test other things. I guess, I don't know. They knew what they were doing, and that's all that was important. I mean, I'm just the patient. Need them to know what they're doing. So anyway, that's the basic health update. Now at nighttime, nobody's getting much sleep right now. I don't know what it is about my bladder, but my bladder has decided that during the day, when I'm drinking all the drinks that I'm drinking and whatnot, that it's not going to go very often. Periodically, but not going to go very often. But lay me down at nighttime, and I'm going to pee every 20 minutes. That's ridiculous. Nobody gets any sleep because I either need help to get up or I have to put a diaper on, and you can't lay in a wet diaper, so then you've got to have that taken off. And I said to Bill, I said, nobody's getting any sleep. If we're getting Claudine up to take me to the restroom, because I can't walk at that point. Well, I can't walk anytime, but I can't get myself into the wheelchair because I'm seized up at that time. And I said, if I don't do that and I wear a diaper, then he has to get up to do that. And I said, honestly, this is not the life that I had imagined. That's for damn sure. Or darn sure. I shouldn't have said damn. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, now, look at what I see when I sit in my chair. I see my beautiful colors behind me. I see up here. I'm going to bring up here. Oops, no, I've got to go that way. There's Slemish. That's in Ireland. Here's my pretty flowers. Right over here. Well, I can't quite move them. Let's see if I can get them over. Nope, they don't want to move. Anyway, my pretty flowers. I've got a nice little cozy spot here, and I like it. I'm looking out, and I get to see all my things around me. The animals come to me other than Mary Jane. The cat doesn't come to me very often. She'll come close, but she won't come to me. She'll go up and let Bill pat her, not pick her up. But she doesn't let me pat her. She lets me sort of, as she walks by, she'll flick her tail at me and, sort of say, here I am. But she is so funny at nighttime. She goes tearing down the hall, comes to a screeching halt, and then just does a little tumble like a roller, somersault roller, whatever it is. She is hilarious. We just enjoy watching her. But anyway, so Claudine's out right now. She's gone. I have some paperwork to do for my brother. He needed some paperwork done. So we're taking care of that today. And then I don't know what we're doing. I don't think we're doing anything. I think Claudine has a few plans. She's made a few phone calls for me, and I think she has some plans for herself tonight. Bill and I want to get into our bedroom and do some rearranging, but I can't do that until tomorrow because I'm out of steam today. So I'll do that tomorrow, and because we're having a little bit of issue between the bed and the bathroom. My wheelchair doesn't want to make that turn very good, so we have to move the beds over 6 feet or 5 feet or something, and then it'll turn around. So we just have to go and sort of rearrange that a little bit, which we'll take care of tomorrow. All right, well, I'm going to stop here. I felt I wanted to explain to you what happened yesterday, and say I'm okay with it. I'm fine with whatever it is, and I'll let you know the results of my bone marrow. I'm hoping tomorrow to have enough energy to try and put a pot of soup on. That's what I would like to do tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I'll play that one by ear, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.